Without further ado, man, let's get to it. Welcome to another episode of Interviews with the Foreign Magazine, man. And today, we got a special guest, man. One that's known to blow that smoke and a high fashion, high quality type tip. You feel me? We got none other than Slim with the pack in the building. What's going on?
Yes, sir. What's good, my G? What's up with you, G?
Man, can't complain, man. Definitely appreciate you for pulling up on me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you been feeling today?
I'm good, man. We you know what I'm saying, we here.
Yes, sir.
Ready to talk some shit.
100%, man. Let's just go on and get into it, man. Okay. We just gonna, go straight off the gate, man. A lot of people may not know.
Thanks.
Because of how long you've been moving around the city of Detroit, the relationships that you have, the brand that you've been able to establish here. A lot of people may not know, man, you originally from Chicago.
Yeah, shout out to the South Side, Evergreen Park, specifically the town. Money Side is what I like to refer to it as, you know what I'm saying. South Side Chicago, definitely a decent side of where I stayed at, but shout out to Mom Dukes. She did what she had to do. So we was good up in the South Side of Chicago, but it was everything of the South Side of Chicago. So that's what I represent, but a lot of folks don't know. Like you said, been moving around Detroit for a couple years now and got ingrained into Detroit. So folks might not know, but yeah, that's where we from.
And for the record, man, Chicago South Side is not a slouch place to be raised in.
Nah. If you're fortunate enough to, you know what I'm saying, maybe get, you know what I'm saying, a little higher numbers, just depending on the names and the numbers. When it comes down to it, the streets and the numbers, yeah, you can be you know what I'm saying, live pretty decent, but shoot, everything, the city always finds a way everywhere. So yeah, Southside Chicago ain't no bitch. Chicago ain't no bitch. We just gonna say that. So you know what I'm saying, from the west to the south type situation. But Southside it ain't a game.
Most definitely.
It ain't a game.
When did y'all end up moving to the city?
So I technically moved here like 2018. So literally with me and my family type of situation came. I was living actually in Charlotte in North Carolina for some years. Even prior to then, I actually lived in Michigan. I actually family on this side, my family on my pop side, actually from Michigan. So I ain't a stranger to the land at all, but you know what I'm saying, find my way this time around like 2018 and yeah, just start making moves ever since then. Even
with going to North Carolina, like, why move around so much?
It's a family decision. Ultimately, also with me, being in my past life, you know what I'm saying, being an athlete at one point, for sure. Just used to, you know what I'm saying, making, you know what I'm saying, traveling at this point and making a name for myself elsewhere outside of Chicago. So shoot, had the chance to get to school down in North Carolina and could still continue to be an athlete at that point. So yeah, it was just a part of, you know what I'm saying, opportunities going. So I'm not shy to just, you know what I'm saying, take myself somewhere and establish myself.
Yeah, man, because I definitely seen you, you know, celebrity games and stuff like that. I personally haven't seen you actually in one. Yeah. But you always there. Yeah. And while the warm-ups going on, you'll be doing your one too.
I know. See, I caught one with my boy William, who does does the clothing line, and does the purses. He did one at the Detroit practice facility. So I got some. I forward you some film. You know what I'm saying? I forward you some film. But for sure, yeah, like didn't get a chance to get that one, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be in some more games coming up for sure. Hit me up. You know, I'm 6'6" for a little reason. We're gonna say just a little bit.
Might have to get you pull some strings, man. Talk to Chanel for the 313 Days celebrity basketball game.
I got some folks that's a part of it that I know about. So I'm tell her, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. She didn't see me around. I definitely didn't run into Chanel. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, being in Detroit, definitely at the right time. Yeah. The right time.
Now, with you, man, artistically, musically, you stand out. You can't really compare you to just the average artist. To kind of get a frame of what even inspired you to get into music, I would like for you to kind of talk a little bit about that.
Just being, as you said, like an artist, you know what I'm saying? Loving the arts as I grew up. Obviously, like I pointed out, being an athlete was cool, but just always, you know what I'm saying? It's always other parts to people. So always done stuff with art, drawing and stuff like that. But then at a point, it went to just, you know, freestyling with the boys at the crib, and then just continued on. And as I had to do, get better, and from the first person that liked it to who likes it now and streams and stuff like that. Like it's the time and effort and practice. And at this point, just like you said, really just trying to make a way for you know what I'm saying, express myself in the midst of, you know, even in being in the weed and all of that shit. It's just ultimately wanting to be creative.
Do this go back like to them early Chicago days as a kid when you first got involved in the music?
Yeah, like on some like just listening to just variety of music, you know what I'm saying? Mom Duke's playing, you know what I'm saying, maybe some SWV, or Granddad got James Brown going on, Marvin Gaye, and then connecting with my pops, and then he playing, you know what I'm saying, Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z, and Biggie and Tupac. So all of it gets mixed in, and then as I grew up, you know what I'm saying, I got my own influences and my own folks that I listen to, and then at a point it was like, well, I know I can express myself for, I think, a sector of people that, you know what I'm saying, that necessarily kind of can at least relate to real life, you know what I'm saying, some of the real life things that I go through. So it was like, I might as well use, you know what I'm saying, use my voice, and that's what I've been doing, perfecting it at this point.
No doubt, like, because even paying attention to, you know, like, I start by saying, when I think about Chicago, right, of course, you got the drill side that we all know, but prior to that, Chicago is known for very artistic and expressive artists.
Exactly.
And even as I sit right here and I see you and knowing you and paying attention to you in the, you know, past, even with what you got, wrapped around, you know,
exactly.
You got you know how you put your stuff together, man, it's different. Like, did the Kanye Wests and the Commons and like, did that space in Chicago have any influence on you?
Yeah, definitely. Being that drill was after that, more or less, because you had the Common, you had the, you know what I'm saying, you had the Kanye already out, but you had, like, you know what I'm saying, Do or Die. You got, you know what I'm saying, some of the folks that was in there prior that, you know what I'm saying, were moving in style and being slick how they be. And then of course I was in the midst of the drill scene in Chicago, living there at that time, and you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, that was a scene that helped the, you know what I'm saying, sector of folks in Chicago, I would say, be able to express themselves, that at this point every hood, every ghetto, everywhere in the United States can relate to at this point, and especially coming from some young folks. So I've seen it, but at the same time knowing that artistically speaking, you know what I'm saying, it's the Kanye's, the Commons that express also the same expression that they give in Chicago. So now it's always been, Kanye, Common, definitely, like, you know what I'm saying, I'll still listen to them, to that music now. So everything to do with them has influence, but then it's still the fact that I was surrounded and was still around the drill scene. So it'd be a moment of, you know what I'm saying, where we could say Gucci Mane, Waka Flocka very much was important in that type of scene, because
100%.
we were like, you know what I'm saying, how, you know, Atlanta, Detroit, and Cali, how that all they stuff kind of transfer in the music. Well, we was kind of like that with Atlanta in the sense when Waka and Gucci was out, like they were getting played just how Jeezy get played, like a mug here. Like we were playing Gucci and Waka like that. So you still get that element that I'm gonna have in there, because shoot, that's just what I've seen and you know what I'm saying, grew up with. But then, like I said, Kanye is for me, you know what I'm saying, one of the ones at the end of the day. So from the fashion end and artistically can, you know what I'm saying, put something together and look at, maybe I'm looking at the certain colors or whatever it goes, my expression of it, to literally just how I do my own rap and my own music and how I express on there, you know what I'm saying. It's literally the influence of guys like that at the end of the day still express Chicago ways, but you know what I'm saying, just a different point of view.
How important is the expression though, right? Because I remember at one point in time, it really wasn't popular you know, to express yourself with the colors or, you know, like the skateboard type of vibes that Lupe Fiasco came with. But then now in 2025, we see it's taken on like a whole world of its own, where even some of the people that may have shunned it back in the day, the gangsters and now they with the wave and they mix matching designer and you know, just doing all of this stuff. So like, how important is expression for you? And even when you see the transition of what it was then to now, and with you being someone that probably has always been a part of it growing up, this is not new to you. How do you see it now?
I see it now, honestly speaking, like, folks is just jumping on waves, you know what I'm saying? They just jumping on people's shit necessarily. It's cool now, you know what I'm saying? It's a sort of situation where the shit look forced. You can kind of see what somebody's like, they just do that, and then that's a mannequin type situation. And we ain't even just literally talking dressing, we talking about just even how they express. And now a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people are expressing, but it's like, are you expressing because that's just how you express, or I'm trying to get a click, or you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get some extra views? At the same time, they both gonna do what it do, but how real is it coming off? And that's where I see where a couple years ago, couple years ago, it was, you know what I'm saying, the shit was shunned on. You know what I'm saying, whether it's the wearing a certain type of pants or wearing a certain type of hat or putting this on, eventually, years later, like it always do, it weirdly just always like, oh, you was doing, that's old. Like, you wearing a certain style and clothing that, you know what I'm saying, was old, you wasn't messing with, or, you know what I'm saying, you expressing you doing certain stuff a certain way. I mean, I remember as Slim with the Pack, I went from having a fanny pack across the chest or may wear it on the waist as I started, you know what I'm saying, moving along and evolving to what I do. Oh, you got a fanny pack? What you on, Slim? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, one, I don't feel like carrying all that junk in my pocket. Like, it's what it is. Like, my wallet here, but I got the pack with me. What are you talking about? We finna roll up out of this. As soon as you, it's a whole situation. So now I carry, you know what I'm saying, got the tote bag. It's still somebody that's gonna say something until it's like, break down. It's like, damn, bro, you got the tray with the grinder. You got damn, you got about 6 choices. Like, damn, hold on. But somebody is still, at this point now, wearing a fanny pack because now it's Louis. So I done already did that, went to source my own, got a leather black one, but now you got, a couple years later, all of a sudden now it's, well, I put my shit in there. And it's like, but you were just talking crazy.
Most
so
definitely.
Just examples of that, the expression is, like you said, it can come off naturally. It just is what it is, and sometimes folks is just forcing the hell out of it. That's what I see now.
Well, I did want to ask a question too, with you being like in the world and understanding. So I see the Lil Yachty's, I see the Lil Uzi Verts, I see the type of statements that they made. When you are preparing to express yourself and you putting together an outfit, like even now, right? When I see your outfit, what does it say? Like, what does it mean? Even when you come, or is that something that you even thinking about? You just genuinely just putting on what you feel like you want to get off in today?
Honestly, especially, and even like the guys you mentioned, the Lil Yachty's and the Lil Uzis, like they do shit with natural movements. Like, no matter what they throwing, what they doing, it gives off natural. So for me, honestly, this my dad fit. like really, like some of this shit you might catch a few times on the weekend just because that's what I'm choosing to do.
For sure.
So but it might come off as like, what you on? Or damn, where you going? Nah, it's cold out.
Right.
I just chose to wear my scarf this way. You know what I'm saying? I got this hoodie. This is a brand. This is my boy's brand. My brand is on the back. Slimingtons, when it comes down to, you know what I'm saying, situations. My boy did this vest that's from Detroit. This is somebody pants from Detroit. My shoes is my shoes. Scooby-Doo's. You can go purchase them. Like, so at the end of the day, too, I am particular because I'm also, when I know what I'm wearing something, I know what I'm representing. This is a hat. I started with making dad hats when I moved to Charlotte, and was pushing that just to go along with exactly elevating to now. You know what I'm saying? So anything I'm wearing, like I said, the tote bag, it say Regs on there. That's a specific cannabis brand that I, you know what I'm saying, did some business with. So it gets particular. Especially knowing what I'm wearing, I make, you know what I'm saying, from the socks. I got a polo socks. I'm a Ralph Lauren guy. Like, when it comes down to it also. So it's particular, but it also, like, is regular. Like, like I said, this would be the dad fit, straight up. If I had to go take my daughter somewhere right now.
That's what we going with.
Straight from the interview to handling, being a pops to, I can go to the club too, and the studio. And very much, and that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So it is particular, but it's also it's naturally, like, I feel like I done chilled some. I didn't live in Detroit, so I didn't kind of chilled out a little bit.
When you say you live in Detroit, what do that mean in terms
Detroit,
of?
It's a like I also adapt to styles and adapt to stuff here. So Detroit expression in clothes is very much, it's caught on to the wave, but also it's a super expressive side of Detroit. Like, I gotta say, like, a Big Sean, and knowing when I actually was living out here at the point 2010, the snapbacks was coming back. I got hell of them. He was one of the only ones, and partially because, you know, he's with Kanye too. The expression in clothes, like, he expressed in a way that Detroit people wouldn't. But that is a sector of Detroit, because the elevating to now, I got buddies that used to be selling those high-end clothes in those Birmingham spots, and they were from Detroit. They were from here, but to influence now, the guys that's wearing the stuff now, it's still some of the people that was in that back in that day. Kind of, I'm not wearing that type of stuff, to where they call them and say, hey, what should I put on some, you know what I'm saying, fashion guys that know what it is. So Detroit has always had a sector, but it also is like a, you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna say it matters that what you wearing, because sometimes motherfuckers just jeans and a t-shirt. Like, it is what it is. But it's also what you really doing, what's the motion you got. So at the same time, that's why I'm saying I'm in Detroit, where it's like, yeah, you might see the dad fit. You might see it every Saturday, damn it. But you know, with the motion that should come with it, so you may be like, damn, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of, it don't matter that I know he got that vest on again. Yeah. Because you know it at the end of the day, you know it's going to come with it. You know it's the wave that's going to come with me 100%. At the end of the day. So you're going to have folks fuck with me no matter what. So that's why I'm like, Detroit, at the end of the day, they express, but it's like, man, you worry about this shirt I keep wearing, and look what I got going on over here. Look what I got you know what I'm saying?
That's what
like,
really matters. Yeah. It's the motion that come with it.
Yeah.
For
so
sure.
that's what I've noticed with that. With Detroit, saying I live in Detroit now. So yeah.
100. And one of the, even with the motion that come with it, bro, like, you stand out in so many different reasons, but one mainly too, man, is the cannabis, like the cannabis world.
Papers
like,
only.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure, I don't mean to interrupt. We gonna, you know what I'm saying, for my tobacco folks, you know what I'm saying, the Backwoods folks, the, you know what I'm saying, Leaf and Rello folks. Now actually, not to even cut you off on that, I actually started with Swisher Sweets. First time I ever pearled rolling situation is a Swisher Sweet. So I come from the, you know what I'm saying, from the blunt type situation, but you know, like, it's no need, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna help clean up, but we just gotta get straight to it, you know what I'm saying. You bring up cannabis, so I had to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want to, I know y'all be rolling up with this and stuff, y'all may use this, you know what I'm saying, you look, y'all don't burn nothing in here. I ain't trying to have no, you know what I'm saying, no situations happen. So, but my bad, go ahead, continue. I'm gonna just keep seeing if I find a good Backwood, because it's never good ones.
That's what. So what's the thing with Backwoods? What's the difference for you?
All right, so you can almost even smell what does Russian cream smell like? Like, it's just look like, if I put this flour I got in my rolling, you know what I'm saying, situation, it's going to interfere with the actual flour. The flour has flavor. Like, if somebody says I got Larry OG, it's a flavor that they gonna know. So when you put it in a substance like this, and I'm gonna call it a substance just like I'm calling it, this is gonna affect that flavor. It's also gonna affect the high. This is tobacco. This is tobacco like a motherfucker. So when you end up seeing that, okay, if I want to, at least in the smoking form and the rolling up form, if you want to taste the flavor of your cannabis, it's gotta go in a paper form if we're rolling up. And that's not even the best way. But technically, doing this is not it. It's just not it.
So you definitely do
just
papers.
Not it. Oh, papers only. Papers only. ONLYY. Hashtag that. Papers only.
When did you first start smoking?
2009. My first, and like I told you, I got fam that's out here. I actually was in Michigan. First time I got high. I rolled a blunt in Grand Rapids with my cousins. They rolled a blunt. I ain't get high. Not cause the blunt, but I feel like I've heard that story before where I just didn't know what I was doing smoking. But I came out here. I had a cousin that lived towards West Bloomfield. That boy had a bong with some purple.
It's been over ever since.
Michigan. That's why I'm here. Like, it just happened. It was 2009. The summer before I go to college. Summer before I'm a hooper. All that, man.
Cannabis ain't flipped your world upside.
It went a whole nother way, and it was just how, you know what I'm saying, kind of just dealt with stuff. It ends up helping deal with stuff, and then it becomes like, oh damn, like I'm trying to eat, I gotta smoke. So it's all types of real. I could be a real nigga about fucking smoking, and especially papers only. So that's why everybody knows, you lucky I'm not burning this, cause y'all folks tripping. But at the end of the day, it's papers only cause the fact that I want to taste it's really not deep. I'm gonna say it like this. Folks invest in cannabis, whether it was, you know what I'm saying, I say my caregivers, I would say my streets, whatever it is, industry at this point that it's in the legal industry. When you invest into it, you got to know what the actual product is like. So folks, for smoking wise, 9 times out of 10, if you get it, you probably gonna smoke it. Why not know if your product is good or not? I don't care that it's pricing and all types of stuff, it don't matter. It can be cheap, it can still be decent smoke. It can be high price, it can be trash, but at least know how it goes when it comes down to your actual stuff you get.
And you will never really know as long as it's mixed.
You won't really know if you just rolling these up, because there's so many different flavor profiles. It's so many different, as they call it, terpenes. It's so many that I'm trying to tell you. I had a company that I did tours with Slim. Check that out on YouTube. It's officially go to the facilities, educate, market, you know what I'm saying, an entertaining way of showing, you know what I'm saying, showing off. Flows out of Kalkaskas, Michigan. He let me review 10 different strains he grew. And he's in the industry, so you can go to the store, you go to Nature's Remedy in Ferndale, go get them. Flows, 10 different strains, I promise you 10 different flavors. Like literally 10 different flavors. Only way I know that is if I put it in the joint. Because I'm not going to taste it when I got a fucking Russian cream or banana. But all of them. Leaves, I don't care who y'all is. I don't care about none of the brands. Because at the end of the day, we the only ones that smoke it. We the only ones that smoke it. I know a couple people that may smoke a couple Backwoods, but no, they don't. So, sorry. Folks that really know about the cannabis don't smoke it because it's going to hide the flavor.
I wonder where did that trend come in for us at? Like, when did that even...
It started happening in rap and our music and shit. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I would never smoke a blunt with Snoop Dogg. He can pass me, I won't smoke it. Dead ass.
Snoop smoked papers too, though.
He used to smoke papers. He started with papers. He said in his own interview, Tupac had a blunt, and he went, and that's how I go from there. And then all of a sudden, just in our, you know what I'm saying, as you see, it just was blunts. But then all of a sudden, in every store you had, and sometimes your neighborhoods, you would see some advertising for some Rellos. So all of a sudden, it went. You know how long people be, you know the little shelf in the back of the gas station behind them with the papers, literally zigzags? I probably think them niggas had that bitch in there for 10 years. Ain't sold out none of the papers.
Facts.
Still been sitting there collecting dust. zigzags. 32, man, my papers at 32 fucking papers. You know, it's 5 of these. It's 2 of these.
Some people say it smoke better though.
No.
And I ain't trying to, I'm just
See,
pushing
look, y'all
back.
Y'all made me mad. Y'all gonna make me mad. Look, it don't smoke. That's now. I understand the opinion because I can say that that's an opinion. The factual side of it is you're not going to be able to. The flavor is masked. It's masked.
What about the inhale though? Like when
Niggas don't know how to roll and put enough weed in their stuff. I be seeing Backwoods that don't even look like. Come on, I wouldn't smoke that. I wouldn't even want it. Wouldn't even give it to my worst enemy. So it comes down. I didn't have folks hit a paper and be, oh, Slim, damn, what the hell? It's cause I got a good weed in there and I know how to roll a joint enough that it may outlast this. It might outlast this cigar here, let alone when y'all put weed in it. But I literally can roll a joint right now and solid perform a song and hit it at least 3 different points in the song and it's still gonna light, it ain't no problem. Folks don't be knowing what they doing, man.
Real talk. I wanted to ask too, like
stale too. Damn.
When did you begin to incorporate that into your brand musically? Because it's one thing to, hey, this is what I'm into, but now I'm going to create an entire brand and start like doing business, in a sense like that.
Man, from day one, just because of what cannabis was already for me, and at that time, how it was expressed for me. Like I said, I was an athlete. I was a collegiate athlete. It didn't change that I was gonna smoke. Learning a little bit more, it actually helps sometimes if I used it correctly. I was smoking blunts, but damn, that cannabis actually helps with recovery. Folks don't know, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it actually is not proven that it can help. So okay, I'm not knowing that. But as I start wanting to learn actually about it for real, then it was like, oh, I know about it. One of my first ever songs I put out, Only Weed Smoke Aloud, OWSA. It's out now. It's out. That's my second song I put out. And one of my best songs I know I put out because of it was just me expressing. It ain't had nothing to do with no super hook on it or nothing. Rapped, it was a sample in the middle, and I rapped again. But it was me expressing that's what I'm all about. I don't do the pills, I don't do the drink. I've tried the lean before, I've never done no pills. I drink, I drink, but that's even on the chiller side. Only weed smoke aloud when you come in here, because any of that other shit, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Why you ain't like the lean?
No, it was straight. I'm glad I ain't getting to that for real. And I did it. And this is let me say like 20, what year was this? Like 20, probably like 12, 13. So at that time, it's real like, the pinks and the purples. Seen a couple yellows, depending on what, your price and that. But I seen a couple different of the real shit that folks be like, damn, Dirty Sprite? Yeah, like I really was seeing that. Plus even that on some slow shit, I was telling somebody at the crib, me and my boys, we used to be on Jolly Rancher Sprite and fucking Robitussin. I don't know why we used to do that sometimes, but we did. So yeah, definitely glad I definitely didn't get stuck on that. Compared to cannabis and weed, hey, yeah, so no, but it was cool. Like that slow you down.
That was that time too. You gotta think about it.
Right time.
Yeah, you had Wayne and Gucci like at the forefront,
already.
pushing lean.
But throw in Future.
Yeah.
I'm catching Future's time.
Yeah, that was
where
right
it
after.
was that it was like, okay, we getting a little bit more popular with it. And obviously, you know what I'm saying, you got the Texas parts that's a little bit
12,
already
13.
Yeah,
you're right.
Texas already been on it, so it's already been super influenced through up. But when I tell you, yeah, around that time I had caught the wave of it. I caught a quick wave. Like not that I wasn't on it, like it was a couple times. And I was getting like, you know what I'm saying, it was real prescription.
Yeah, because Wayne was like 2008.
I'm still in high school.
Yeah,
I'm getting ready to. I'm getting hyped to dedication too. Not on it. Not thinking about it. But I did get a chance to try it though. It was like, and you had a blunt. Oh my God,
It's over.
Woo, definitely was like, yeah, let me get up out of there. I'm gonna go ahead and break this down like it's a Rello. I know people don't even like that. I really don't care for these products, man. I spend my own money just to trash it just because it's not good for you anyway.
So that is something that you advocating for. You think that's a part of your
Always.
mission now? Is
It's always
to
been
get
that.
people, yeah.
I got folks that attempted to give up the backwood life. Look, I'm done with the backwoods, man. I'm on the papers. DJ Will personally stopped smoking cigarettes because of a session we were having. I was, I had my little mini Douce with me, I had my joints with me, and we in the basement just doing some music. And if y'all don't know who DJ Will is, you know what I'm saying, that's Ice Wet Bezos, you know what I'm saying, used to be his damn DJ, Club Truth, you know what I'm saying, just definitely a legend.
Coalition DJs.
Coalition DJs, just that, shout out to them, that's fam, that's where I know, that's where I can get my Detroit roots from, is Coalition DJs. But we was just doing a session, he didn't want to, he was smoking his weed, he had his drink, but he was like, man, he don't need no blunt, or he don't need no type of cigarette, or, you know what I'm saying, nothing, damn. And he said it made him uncomfortable to try to add that smoke in there. Gave up smoking cigarettes. So I got him to try to stop the backwoods for a second. He went back, tripping. But the fact that I could say that man stopped smoking cigarettes, blacks type shit. Oh, I'm gonna keep pushing the mission. It's gonna be annoying. I pull out the phone and be recording you while you rolling. Like, come on, what you doing right now?
Real talk.
Just because at the same time, it's just a mission. It's just a mission.
No doubt. Now I want to kind of get into the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And cause you've been working. You know, you even from the first time that I, encountered you and met you, you've always been consistent. Of course, I think exposure would probably be the thing. You branded yourself in a way where it'd be easy for you, like once you get your foot all the way in the door, to kind of take off in that lane as the Wiz Khalifa, Currencies, and people that's in that space. I think I definitely see you in that. Talk a little bit about just like some of your recent moves musically. What's your plans? Any new music that's on the way? Just the whole nine with that.
So the most recent times, got my last tape hosted at Stoner's Paradise 2, hosted by DJ Limelights. So we definitely had, that's definitely some good motion, definitely good relationship to build with some, DJs wise. Right now, 2025 is definitely music coming out. Obviously, I got actually video papers only that I'm gonna drop on 420. I got a couple of, kind of teasers and in between, songs, whether I'm Ohio Freestyle that's coming out that I jumped on Schoolboy, Q Beat, just to, really kind of get back into the element of really, we talked about Wayne, it's really a mixtape era time. I think I'm seeing that in the progressive way of saying it, so I'm already forward with it. And put out some songs, let me put out, some DJ hosted tapes. Shout out to DJ Cool Breeze. That'll be coming out of Stoner's Paradise 3. I'm still actually working more exclusively with a couple of producers to where I put out EPs with them. So really at this point, flooding the market with my music, flooding it to my peoples that actually support it and want to hear it. And just, like you said, getting some exposure in a more bigger way. But I know gradually in this state that I'm in, as far as putting out my product, is coming. It's the build up. It's to keep getting what everybody's saying now. Keep getting your own fan base. That was 10 years ago for me. Like that's what I've been building to do this. To where a stranger literally can say, "Damn, I fuck with him," off rip. So at this point, from just kind of being strategic. When it comes down to, the music and who I'm working with, it's still the same way. But now it's like, let's let all that stuff go on the hard drive. Also elevating the expression again, talking how I want to talk. Really clearly putting out, stuff that it ain't about this sound good for these people or sound good for the club or this and that. I'm putting out what I want to put out and expressing what I want to express. And I know people have, they've gravitated towards it. So that means my expression has reached somebody that could say the same thing. So now I'm just being even more articulate with it and really getting even more details into these, telling you the life and times of Slim and where I come from and what really I'm about. Weed, women, and my world. That's all you go here. And really my world means being a man in this world in a certain way, and in my viewpoint of it. So that's all we getting into when it comes down to it. So the expression now is like really feeling like I'm catching my own vibes, and like, okay, this is really putting my foot down and say, this is what the fuck I do. Folks gonna jump on it or not. And the whole thing is, you gonna respect the whole damn brand, because I know what I'm putting out, and I know particularly what's coming out. And even if it's the weed side of things, that's fine. That is fine, because I know at the end of the day, I know what that music is tailored to. I know what other music may be tailored to some other crowd, but at the end of the day, that's fine, because we're gonna get to the bread anyway. So shoot, put it whatever lane it is, as long as you paying for it, coming out to see it, booking, whatever the case may be. That's what it is.
And that's what I was gonna ask you. Do you find it easier or harder to be branded in that type of way, where it's not broad, it's literally this circle, and these people are going to understand it. These type of people are going to buy into it. And then the second question is, how difficult is it to collab with other people that may not be on that same type of, wave, but you still want to work with, the bigger names and kind of just,
It don't get tough, because it is a particular lane. So if you're in that lane, then it's just opportunities. And at this point across the country, because cannabis is what it is. So whether it's a performance, whether it's, hosting an event, it's opportunities everywhere. It's just, it's very particular, because how many spots can you say you throw a weed event at, but then how many spots can you say we just throwing a club situation? So somebody may have an opportunity to be, at the strip club performing their songs more, or at this particular type of party performing more, be able to get off. But it ain't really hinder nothing, because it be them same folks that at the end of the day, we all smoke weed. And it be a good amount of times they be like, I'm trying to do something with cannabis, Slim, what's up? Just as if I'm like, I'm just trying to party tonight, can I come through?
Right.
Or let me hit the stage, and it is what it is. Like the stoner guy, this is Slim, y'all know, he gonna get his off just as well as strip club situation they get off. So it's literally, once it's now been ingrained, it's just the fact that, okay, it's not gonna hinder nothing, but it does come a little tough, because it ain't as many opportunities, just because of the stages. But that's why I create my own. I'm not even gonna create my own shit.
You know what?
But it don't hinder also working with folks, because they vibe with that side just as much as if I vibe with theirs. So I've had the Polo Frost, we done music. People that may not know no song is out. A Soccer the Renegade, we done stuff already out. Like I said, working with DJ Ill Will, Strip Club King, we got EPs and songs out. So it's certain situations that it don't hinder working with folks, because folks hit me up. I got a collab project coming out with my boy B Hood. Shout out to the freshmen. Shout out to Kim Jeezy. Shout out to Junior Genius. Like, he got his element that he bring, and I got mine. Don't stop at the fact that at the end of the day, in the middle, we both smoke. But how I talk about it, or how I go about it, how he go about his music, we kind of definitely have our, it's kind of one element and my element, but it goes together. So it don't stop nothing. When you end up listening to some of the words and you actually pay attention, folks be like, all right, Slim, what's up, man?
100%. And one thing that I've been wanting to do before you have your finishing words, your last words to your fans, supporters, and all of that, I kind of want to start, whether it's something that could be applicable or not. Each person that sit down that's doing music or have a business, I would just like to give my personal thoughts on the moves or whatever that I feel like a person should be making based upon what they do. Ironically, you already said it. So I feel like when a person has their own brand, has their own identity, one of the most important things that an artist should do is to throw your own concerts at your own venues that you decide, so that you can theme it specifically around that. I think that when you do brand deals or different things like that with cannabis companies, I think it should be something in place where you get the email addresses of all of the real stoners, so that you can have them like in a log sheet. You know, so when you roll out stuff in a mass way, you can just send it, or do like the auto text thing that they do where you can send it to them, and just really hone in on that. But most importantly, like you said, I'm about to start doing my own thing. So I commend you for that. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Definitely.
Start throwing your own cannabis.
We done it. Oh, I gotta get you. I'm gonna get you in tune.
Yeah.
We did 2 years ago. The release, me and DJ Ill Will's release, sponsored by about 6 cannabis brands.
Oh, that's fire.
It was a listening party. The outlet I've created, Sessions with Slim. The last one I threw was last January. It was a cannabis fashion show. So literally focused on really not just bringing the weed and coming. Nah, y'all got shirts and all types of stuff y'all do.
Facts.
Cannabis fashion show that came through, walked through. Guess what Slim did? I didn't host it. I wasn't walking around. Came on the stage and I performed my 3 songs. I created my outlet to have people that come in there, know it's for Slim or know it's a Slim-based event, perform my music, and then continue and stay in the cut and be an artist at the same time coordinating and that's actually event. So that's the next one I'm gonna get you part of, because I need the media, I need that. But it's definitely what you saying is like just the consistent, bro. Yeah. It's more consistent. So if you don't be consistent, shit just fade anyway. So
1000%.
Real talk. You saying real shit anyway. So I still appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, brother. Any last words to the fans, supporters? As you break down this last backwood, and
break it down and not roll it. So, gotta say, $LIM. When you look that music up, that's the only way you're gonna find Slim. Slim with the, I'm gonna say with the, because it's regular spelling, with the Pack, PACKK. Very particular, just because I'm a particular guy. Find me everywhere. Hit that YouTube up. Hit the music up. It's everywhere. Papers only. Fuck a backwood. Fuck a leaf. Fuck a Rello. Fuck a Black and Mild. Fuck a cigarette. All the tobacco. We ain't rolling that up as I break this down. And to my peoples, 2025. Yeah, we not holding shit back. So, and you're welcome to all of those that have been influenced by Slim. I know I love Detroit, but I know what I do. And I do it well, and you're welcome.
That's what it is, man. Again, definitely glad you pulled up, man. It was an honor to have you, man. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in. Slim with the Pack, man. Make sure y'all download his music. Add it to your Get High playlist, man. When you vibing and you chilling and you just want to catch some good vibes, man, while you blowing on your papers. Not bad.
Or the late night when you after the club. You don't need to keep with the lady in the car. Light up, maybe, you know what I'm saying, she take a sip, cruise to where you get to. I'm not in between music, because you gotta throw the bedroom music when you get there, so you need the in between, get them ready.
He said he the liaison.
I'm the, you know what I'm saying, you went from the club to the car,
he's the usher.
Smooth, you know? Exactly.
That's what it is, man. Slim with the Pack. I definitely appreciate you again, my brother. Until next time, Slim with the Pack, Foreign Magazine, Pulse of the Culture. Let's get it.